Hello. Hello. It is Friday, June 6th. It is the release of OP11 and the associated star decks for the One Piece card game. I'm really excited to do some testing today. We've got some Yamato today, which we are going to start with Sosa's list, which he uses, our strongest wizards list, that he used for this week's Wednesday Night One Piece. I want to do a couple changes off the bat, but I want to just kind of use his build to start with, just get a couple example games, and then just kind of go on from there. But generally speaking, I think Yamato is pretty good. We did have a tier list that we had earlier this week. So, and by earlier this week, I mean like literally this morning that I dropped. We'll probably talk about it. I'm curious what people's reactions are. I saw a couple people react already. I think the only thing that people were saying outright is questioning how good Yamato is. And then saying that Lucci and Dofi are probably a little bit underrepresented, and which is interesting to me. So we'll see. I think I think someone saying like Anel was probably better than that. But by and large, I think there's just a lot of leaders that are still viable right now. I know that we've got like our purple Straw Hat crew leaders that are really strong right now too. But generally speaking, from the testing that I've been able to do already, it doesn't feel like blue-purple is going to be like oppressively good. And there's a lot of decks that can have really solid game plans against it. So I'm curious to see what it looks like at a higher level. So also, sorry, I'm also eating lunch right now. We're behind schedule today. Talking about OP11 events, we got our first tournament with the star decks and everything legal. It's going to be on June 10th, which is next Tuesday. And we have about 28 spots left. We have almost 100 people signed up, so it should be a good time if you guys want to check it out. It's linked in the description on the YouTube side. You can also use that. I think Lucci's probably the one that I'm probably putting a little bit lower. And it's kind of most of it is just kind of based off of results in Japan as well. Let me see, where's Lucci at? Lucci probably need to be bumped up one, and that's okay. That is okay. Let me see. He got some, and most of them were post. Kind of like smaller events. This was like a top cut for it with 32 players. So I probably should bump up him to the likely good instead of in the experimental. But that's fine. That's fine. We're always no one's gonna have a perfect tier list day one. And if you are afraid about being wrong, then don't make YouTube content. Don't make YouTube content. So we'll see. We'll see. Who is Buggy count? I'm not purple black Luffy. We had a lot of success with it with this weekend or this testing that we did yesterday. Honestly, if Buggy's really relevant, I don't know how Lucci answers that deck. Sincerely, like if they play Croc and Mihawk, you lose this. Like you just scoop it up. Like it makes it so you can't remove anything unless you have like some sick double removal on like 6 Dawn. Like it just doesn't happen. Which maybe can happen, but like I feel like Buggy just has a really good time against that deck. Let's see. I got some old cooking. Girlfriend is trying to play this deck, so I. That's fair. That is fair. You got your Luffy star deck. I think that one's really solid. We got everything. We got 2 of each. So we are probably about an hour in. We'll do a. Let me see. Where's the button? Is it this one? Hopefully it's this one. Yeah, we've got. A bunch. So Yamato is the 2 that I had for the picture, but we got 2 of everything. We're gonna open them up just because there's also packs in there. So I get like half a box of packs. So I've been seeing people get some crazy pulls off those. So we could do there. Shanks should be likely good. And I might be putting Shanks a little bit lower just because like I'm very upset about how like its starter deck was like 2 kind of okay cards, but. Maybe it's just like this deck didn't do anything in Japan, and it didn't really like EBO2. It fell off hard, right? So Kobe's not feeling strong. This is more so like I haven't tested it as much. It did like worse than Lucci, and it also these are not ordered within the tiers. I don't think I said that explicitly in the video. These are just kind of like my thoughts. I think that we don't have enough data to be like really like, oh, here's the ranking by number for leaders. So I didn't try doing that, but. I think Shanks is still fine. It just needs to be able to find some room in this meta, which it can do. I think the biggest issue is that, like, if you want to be a 7K leader, purple and black Luffy is just the best way to do it. After playing this deck all day yesterday and then doing a little bit of Shanks testing last night, the fact that like you get to be a 7K leader once and that's it is pretty brutal. So I immediately felt that. I'm like, I guess I should play like you can be like super 7K leader if you play like 4 copies of like 9 cost Shanks and then 4 Newgate, which maybe you can do that. Newgate being naturally a 10K means that you get the bonus effect from Uta for free, right? But I don't know if that's the direction for it, because you can play Shanks, you can play Newgate, and you can play Yasop. You can't play any of them in the same turn, but like if you want to be like consistently not a 5K leader, you could do that. So I don't know if that's good or not. That's why it's an experimental. I just don't know. Maybe Newgate's like a little bit too high too, but I feel like a 6K aggro leader deck does really good in what this format looks like. So, are we still blue, yellow, Nami believers? Yes. A little bit less so, but I put it up here. This might honestly be a little bit too high for it. I think the biggest thing is that I really want to make a Wano build, and it's really tough to do so without having the 8-drop Odin, because 1-drop Yamato can search it, and you can make like a really good yellow-blue Nami build with the Lana Wano stuff, but you just can't do that. So Luffy the trading card game, yeah, we've had Goku the trading card games in the past too. I also kind of want to try out some Robin, maybe in the future. Unironically, like even though like this deck like is a little bit worse on hand advantage, like the pressure you get to use and everything, I think is actually pretty good. And so maybe this is kind of worth it. I don't know. We'll test it out. Probably maybe not today, probably, but some other times. So I think Limb's still strong. I wanted to say that like because there's so many 6Ks and like you get to set up for free against blue purple Luffy, but I didn't see it, so I put it in experimental because I just honestly hadn't tested stuff. So honestly, experimental, and I don't know if I said this well enough in the video either, is not decks that I think are like on the fringe. It's just like these are decks that I think got some support or can do well in the format, and with the amount of testing that I can do in like a week, I wasn't able to get something formulated. So I really just wanted this to be like a surface level for my thoughts going into the format. I think if anyone has a definitive, day one tier list, that's perfect. I think they're cracked. They're just way better than I am. And just so many people ask my thoughts about leaders that I kind of just want to put something out for it. But we'll definitely get some more results in the next couple weeks, and we'll update it accordingly. With Robin, yeah, right? Because like I think like Robin can also use the new Star Deck Luffy, so like there's some reasons for it. You also can play like a Big Mom build because you can play not only the 9 cost but the 8-drop Katakuri, and then you have like the 1-drop Searcher Pudding as well as like the 4-cost Searcher. So there's like things to do. So we'll see. I think there's a lot of interesting deck building that's afforded for us right now, and I still want to see some stuff. So I don't know tier 0 is the right term for it, but they are kind of the decks to beat. And I honestly, like, from my remedial testing that I've been able to do, I think purple and black Luffy is in that same tier. I will say that there have been definitely times where I'm like, man, if I didn't have Gum Gum Giant, I would lose this game. So I get how frail these decks can be because of the fact that card exists, but I do think I think purple black Luffy, like, sometimes it just wins. Like, if green purple Luffy's like finding Sanji Pudding on curve, purple black Luffy's is about playing the 6-drop Luffy on curve, and if you do, you usually win, which is just really strong. So I don't know, we'll see what all this looks like. Most of these I wouldn't fight very hard for. A lot of this is based off what my experiences have been, which, guess what, there's over like 20 leaders on this page right here. There's no way that me and many others can like definitively know what things are going to look like. So again, this is really surface level. Where's green purple on the list? He's right here. I was talking about green purple Luffy and then Dofi, and then like way down here. Yeah, I like green. I think this deck is good. Or it has like new things to do, so that's really good. Sim isn't updated, but there's a development version. You can find it on Batsu's Discord. What else you guys saying? Why Smoker there? It was pretty good in OP11. I don't know. Was it? I put Smoker in like experimental. Which Smoker? OP10 Smoker, I'm guessing you're thinking. Yeah, it did fine, right? It got some support. So like I might be ranking it a little bit lower. I think Smokers, people are going to definitely test it. A lot of the red navy stuff you can take advantage of, which is really nice. Let's see. I tried purple. I hoped it was that strong, but it did not make many wins. The build that we had yesterday felt pretty good, but we also, I think, played almost like exclusively against like buggy and like newer decks, so like that's harder to say on like a wider scale. But I felt like the aggression that it has is explosive if your opponent doesn't do anything, which makes me feel like we can have a really good matchup into blue and purple because of that too. What else? I think that's mostly it. I'm just waiting for you guys to kind of get on in here. But again, these are just kind of my thoughts. But yeah, there's just a lot of leaders that are viable, and I would say that my thoughts going into this meta right now compared to a week ago is more optimistic. I definitely think blue purple is going to be around, but I think it's going to actually be very difficult to play that deck and go 10-0 with it, right? I think there will be a lot of people who go 9-1 with it, but it might actually be difficult for you to actually win an event with it. So Q event number 1, it wins first place, and top 4 is all 4 spots, but I don't see it as oppressive as I was thinking it was going to be, which is like a very low bar, right? Which is a very low bar for us to cross over, but those are kind of my thoughts. Anything else kind of worth talking about here? Not really. In general, I think most spots... Oh, I got some people being like, Dofi is way too low. You put Dofi way too low. He needs to be like way up here or something. Dofi's unlikely to be good, right? You guys can tell me I'm wrong, but I'm very curious to see what your guys' thoughts are. Very curious on your thoughts. Unlikely. Lim is unlikely. If you watch the video, I started putting it here, and then I got flashbacks about saying the deck wasn't good in OP10, and I got first place in the first big event. So I put it here, and I put it in experimental. So I think the deck is fine. I think people will be testing it, but I don't think it's going to be that good. So, where's Sugar? Unlikely. There are just so many other like red. It really, like, it's such a tax for purple decks to exist right now. Like, if you don't have access to Gum Gum Giant, you really need to be worth it in another way, and I don't think Sugar really cuts it. Sugar also didn't get any, like, direct support from OP11, right? I don't think it did. Buggy's the new Dopey? That's kind of what I thought. I thought, like, Buggy is just, like, the new way to play Dopey. So... yeah, I think that this, like, if this is popular, there's no way this deck is popular, because you just stop playing. And, like, if you try to red rock them, then they discard 1 card for Mihawk. Cool, good thing. Red Yellow Sabo? That's fair. Went to local yesterday. I think, generally speaking, the green and yellow card pool got boosted the most, just generically, in what this kind of meta looks like. So, because of that, I think those decks can be very good, which is why like Yamato's kind of been boosted up, which is why like Law is kind of being talked about again. I don't think we're going to play like a Wano build of Kid, but the fact that I think it's pretty good to see. We can just go to our stuff over here, but yeah, let me do this. Not this one. This card is cracked, right? Like the fact that you can just have Rush. And in Yamato, right, like if you're at 6 Dawn specifically, and worst case, you just use your effect to give something to Dawn, and then it can even just be Momo itself, and then you just put the Dawn back, and then you get, you know, the Rush and stuff, is a good ability. So I think this is good, but the fact that every other deck, like, for example, this is an 8-cost 8K Rush in any yellow deck. That technically, if you have 2 or less life, makes your leader +1, so it's kind of like a 7-cost, or like an 8-cost 9. Like, the numbers are kind of weird, right? But the fact that you're able to very effectively, as long as you have 8 Dawn, play this for 6 Dawn and still get the benefits for stuff, it's kind of like Dragon, right? It's kind of like Dragon for yellow. It's a little bit more conditional, but it works really, really well. Because I know a lot of people were playing like Ace 5-cost as like a Rush card, but the fact that that card gives Rush on play and that sometimes you're not at 2 or less life, I think this card is an infinitely splashable. So I think that's really good. Let's see. Lost a cat card in a beige. Dang. Some things never change. Do you not see Stardeck Luffy? I mean, that's fine. That's me coping, and I think I said in the video. But like, I love the Navy build, so I put it on there just as experimental. Smoker can go up to likely good. I don't think it's going to be better than likely good though. I think that's Again, I don't think anything is more than one tier away. If there's anything that, like, if Dofi's actually super good, I'll make sure to mention it. So, anyways, we're gonna do some testing. There's just one thing I want to check real quick that I've been thinking about. Green and yellow. There's another. I'm really interested in like this 4-cost Hiyori package, and I really want to try out. What's his name? There's a bad star deck card that I really want to try out. Yeah, Ushimaru. So Dantan's when attacking, you may add the top or bottom card from your life to your hand. Play up to 1 yellow land of Wano card with cost of 4 from your hand. I think this card actually can be really, really, really good. The fact that you can play this off of 4-drop Kikunojo, or not Kikunojo, you can play Kikunojo off of it. The fact that like Yamato generally doesn't care about its life early, that you can use this effect to play a it's like a Kikunojo or a Cat Viper from your hand. It's yellow only, which stinks that you can't play Hiyori, but I think this has a lot of potential. It's weird the zoom in screen. Yeah, because I'm capturing it the screen and the other screen in 2 different ways. So yeah, just for that last part. Yo, Katakuri being good, being a 7K in swing. It could be, right, with a lot of leaders being 7Ks. I probably should have put Katakuri on the list. There's like 3 leaders. This is gonna look weird again. I'll fix it again. There's 3 leaders that just exist in this game, and it's Zoro, it's Nami, and it's Katakuri. Those decks will just always exist as long as they're still in the game. So Katakuri's probably in the likely good spot. That was probably a miss from me. I think Baby 5 and 10-drop Trophy might be a better build for Red Green Smoker. It can be. I've also been wanting to do like a Fortress build of this. Like, cause this plays like a really good game of defend 8-drop Kid. And like having 2, like you also essentially get your 2 extra Dawn that this deck gets. It's a little bit more, you know, it's not as easy to do, but like you still get it. So I think that has potential as well. Would that moment be good on Vegapunk? 100%. Yeah. I don't know where I can't remember where I think someone asked me about Vegapunk in one of my comments, and I mentioned that, yeah, Momo's a really good card in Vegapunk. It is better than Ace. Even though like you don't get like the +1, like the +1000 on your leader is just very cute. You can't attack with it, but this card's really good. And then I think the other thing that people miss is that this is, as long as you have flexible Dawn usage every turn, this is an 8K on attack every turn with no real investment. Yamato above green yellow is actually unhinged. I don't think you know what the word unhinged means. You can say wrong, you can say like I don't agree with it, but unhinged is not the word I would use. Unhinged. Incredible word, unhinged. Incredible word. I wish you used it correctly, but an incredible word nonetheless. I can be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong, but unhinged for doing this instead of this? What else is unhinged in your life? What else is unhinged to you? Please let me know. Let me know how unhinged your life is. That is the word you decided to use. All right. Before I get more unhinged, I guess we'll do some testing real quick. In about 30 minutes or so, is just like we're gonna open some boxes. All right, or not some boxes. I guess some boxes. Right, these are in boxes, but being able to just have this. We have actually 2 of each star decks. We're gonna open all of them. There's some packs in there, so you guys want to see. Also, we're pushing an update today, but let me see. Let me fix this again too. I wasn't expecting to have the tier maker on there much. Yeah, we have 2 of them. This page will be updated with all of the star decks within the next 12 hours or so. So the next update we push. So if you guys want to know specifically what cards are in these, you can just go to One Piece. You can go to Structure Decks, and we'll have the full 50s. We'll have the full 50s in there. So go for it. Crazy high for star deck packs. I've also seen the same thing. So I would like to be part of the trend of pulling something crazy out of these star decks. So we'll see if that's what's going to happen today. So anyways, Yamato, in case you guys don't know, you can press this export, copy, and then you can go to the sim, and then where is the, oh, does it not? It's probably because, oh, I know why. There we go. You can go to deck editor, you can go to import, and then you can go OP11 Yamato. There you go. Save it. There you go. Eastern. If you guys don't know, this is the dev build. Based off of Batsu's Discord, you can look it up. Also, let me make sure that we are up to date. We were up to date as of like 2 hours ago. Hopefully didn't push another one. No, we are on the correct one. For bug 3. Bug 3, which mostly has like OP12 stuff, but I guess I didn't know how many people are actually playing with it today. If you guys want to snipe me on stream, you can do that. All right. Like, I don't recommend it. I'd be upset, but you can do that. I don't really know if you want to go first or second. I guess first is generally better. What is this? Okay, there we go. If you're a true Yamato player, you always start with 1-drop Yamato in your hand. Sincerely, I think this Momo is just great, so I'm gonna add it to my hand. Alright, got Doc Q, which they're going to use to remove stuff next turn, which is fine. Von Augur. Yeah, we just go for it. Teach has never seen so many cards in their life. Sure. Every time. You know we got to do it to him. No! Alright, you're gonna... Alright, we can play that next turn. We can't really play around. You know they have like Doc Q in hand. Alright. Double Momo's gonna go crazy. Discard a card, I know you want to. Alright, Alright, gonna play Von Augur. Okay, just goes on. Sure. Second Momo's gonna just be brutal, huh? The fact that this just gets, like, the bonus every time is just great, too. Sure. The fact this also can just transform into like a 5k very easily for one is helpful for this matchup. Yeah, okay, Von Augur, that's fine. If they can do like a double removal, I'll be very impressed. The fact that we got Kikunojo on 4, though, also just greatly helped. Like, they hit it off of our life, right? Just makes us, made it really good for us. All right, they got Lafitte. Let's see. I think Yamato's going to be pretty good. Sure, because we only really get advantage from them hitting us. Yeah, we're not playing as much triggers. Yeah, this is the build that Sos made, so I can say that this isn't my build. And all right. Oh, they didn't black hole me? That's too bad. We have only 2Ks in hand. Yeah, we win this one. My guess is that within like the next week or so. By this time next week, we'll probably have the sim updated, but that's just my assumption. Batsu's making sure that OP12 and the new Start X come out at the same time, so that's a big thing. Did the hybrid of Super Straw Hat feel good? Yeah, it felt pretty good, honestly. I think Nami is definitely a deck like you have to really meticulously change like what the build looks like and stuff. So I would need to do some more testing personally, but I think Nami has like is just a really, really good open-ended leader that you can get a lot of advantage for. Yeah. I don't think we need like as many triggers in this deck. Obviously, like the Kikunojo helped. I'm gonna probably play Cat Viper on my next build as well. I also might play like 4-drop or the 3-drop Mihawk 2K is probably needed. Yeah, I think Nami has a lot of different ways to build it, so you'll be pretty pleased with that. They're gonna go 7-12. I probably should have just put the 2 Dawn on Izo instead of just attack 9K here. That's fine, though. I mean, I can get out of this, right? Or 12, so 7, 9, 11. Yeah, no, we're fine. Hit me. Yeah, I haven't tried Rayleigh myself. I haven't looked at OP12 stuff just because, honestly, I just don't have time. There's just so much to talk about in this meta that I just want to, test this stuff out. So that's why. I think generally I've been asked this a lot. I think the Buggy, Luffy, and Yamato leader ones are the best. Teach and Bonnie are fine. Actually, Shanks is the worst one. Unless like you really want to play Shanks, you do not need to get that. Buggy and Teach are specifically only for those 2 decks. So make sure you know that. Purple Luffy's kind of the same way, and then Bonnie and Yamato are both just very open-ended for a lot of yellow and green decks. All right, we're going second. We didn't find one drop Yamato, so. I kind of want to play this card early. I know we're not going to get the thing, but like having the potential for blocker is really good. I'm going to play it out early and see if I regret it. Because I think next turn I'm just going to go 9 to the noggin. Thanks for your red purple. Sure, right? You don't think this card's good? Like, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm curious. Like, yeah, now it doesn't do anything, but I mean, I think that's fine. Not being able to interact with this Luffy does stink. Yeah, they're behind on Dawn, so they don't get to do the thing. I don't think this card's going to get to fruition. That's interesting. We should have taken that damage then. If we had this in hand, I would have taken it. I think we still play it out, though, yeah? Next turn, we can do, like, a... Yeah, but like worst case is just a 1k, right? And if we play against a 5 life leader, then it still becomes relevant. I think the card's fine. I think the card's fine. I think Shanks is good, but we'll see. Printed in the OP09? Yeah, it would have been way more. Also, Dranos with the subscription, thank you very much. Shanks is good for red purple Uta, but no one's really playing that deck. Sure. Zoro. Okay. This cost 5. Hodie's very tempting here, yeah? Hodie's very, very tempting here. Very tempting. Very, very, very tempting. I could use this effect again, but I think giving this blocker is just more important. Yeah, this feels pretty good. I'd be mildly surprised if we don't win from this spot. It's definitely a possibility, but... No! My Ezo. Oh, no! How could they? That's kind of dangerous. Nothing else can attack outside of Frankie. Them being a 6k leader kind of stinks, right? Oh, well, no bricks for them. We're 1k away from winning. They have one less brick in hand. I'll try again. Could we have done numbers better? I don't think so. I think we did the numbers correctly. We were just 1k off. When I play against that deck, like, they either have like all their cards or none, and them having just one more 2k was too good for us. We'll try going first. Yeah, 7k leader is crazy. 100%. Agreed. Honestly, I think this Momo's too good to not play. I think of the law. Last one could have been 9-10. No, right? No, because I would have, like, the 2 Dawn would have been underneath the other one. I don't think we could have done it a different way. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think we did it optimally. Alright. Had one Dawn open. Did I still have one open? I thought I used all my Dawn. Maybe that could have been. It would have been 9-10. Yeah, I thought I used all my Dawn. Did I not use all my Dawn? Because I had 3 Dawn left and I put 1 on leader, 1 on this, and 1 on that, right? That should be everything. Alright. I don't want to be crazy. I think getting this out and still pressuring our opponent is probably best. The thing is that I don't like being... We get more benefits for being a higher costed leader too. I'll probably just play this out. Yeah, no, yeah. We're just 1k off. Sure. And they're going to be a 7k leader moving forward, which stinks. Yeah, there it is. I know some people are playing like A-Drop Katakuri to answer this card, which could be pretty good. I don't think I'm that afraid of losing next turn. Let's see, Cosmic with the subscription with Prime. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Really. This is the only target. Goodbye, all my hoodies. Have a good stream. Just saw the post on X. Well, thank you very much. Momo, no. You're gonna defend everything at once anyways, right? Yeah, whatever. Oh, why'd they should have only done -1. I just need to find Hody, right? All right, this can be 9 and 10. Ah! Off by a little bit again. That's tough. GG's. Yeah. Super close. Agreed. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Song's a banger. Yeah, I broke whatever was I did to have it show the song. Here, this is gonna look weird for a second, but where is? There it is. Zachary Wilson, love his stuff. Check out the sim. Radical Beam got hit faster than GG. Yeah, actually, Radical Beam took 8 months. Radical Beam came out on set 1. It got banned halfway through set 4. So like Gum Gum Giant's still not even the same. Gum Gum Giants hasn't been out as long. It's about as long, right? 7K every turn is brutal, yeah. Yeah, well, it's because you're not using the development build. Check the sim. All right, we tried Sosa's build for a little bit. I've gone more of an idea for this. All right. Yeah, I did. Okay, here. I'm just gonna clear it. Don't worry about it. All right. You were saying that the Tonoyasu, yeah, trashes character up to one of your leaders with Wano Country gets plus 3,000 for the turn, which seems pretty good. I'll put a couple of these in. Hiyori still at 4, this at 4, this at 4. I'm gonna play Nekomamushi at 4. We're gonna play this. I want to try this build where we also have out Ushimaru. So Ushimaru says you may add the top or bottom card of your life area to your hand. Play up to 1 land of Wano type characters with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. So that honestly seems pretty good, especially if we can ramp to it. For this. We also want the new Izo. This is a 4-cost land of Wano card. We were running out of space very quickly, aren't we? Yeah, we kind of are. How many 2Ks we have? 8. Still fine. I might try just like 2 copies of this. We still need Hody. Hody's still at like 4 copies, right? Even though we don't really have ways to discard it from our hand. What else? I mean, honestly, like Hody on curve is kind of like Momo on curve sometimes. We don't have any like hard removal, but that's fine. We have 12 cards we can play off of our life, and they're all 4 costs that the Ushimaru can play. What are we really missing? I kind of want to put 2 copies of Nami. If we're playing the other guy, right? And then probably just more 2Ks, which would be, I guess, other Izo. And then we can, we need the Yamato leader. Something like this. I don't think that we're really missing anything that we're playing in the other build either. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's try this build. Also, Quasimodo with the 7 months. Thank you very much. Ushimaru at 4. 0 costumes necessary. All right. I want to really try this card out and see if it's actually good, because I think it could be secretly very good. I'll take out one of these Momos, and no, I don't care. I don't care for Bricky. Let's try it. I don't care. We're gonna try it without it. We're gonna see how Bricky it's gonna be really. Because like we don't even mind just playing this out every turn, right? Because sometimes we just need to sink our Dawn into something. All right. Let's see. Eggman, Yamato. the clearly better Eggman version of this deck. Also, I'm going to eat some food real quick, because I've been staring at my lunch for a little bit. We're going first. If we had something to play, to, like, use Momo with, maybe? If this was Ezo instead, I'd keep this hand. Alright, this is, like, slightly better. What is this hand missing? I might just do 2-drop Ezo. Crit next turn double. Always, every time. Every time. Every time. I think that's just better. Alright, you got the Luffy? I'm sure you do. Oh, they don't. Okay, that's actually kind of big for us. I wish I had the other Momo in hand. Got Usohachi. I guess Ezo. Sure. Oh. That's fun. That's very fun. Do they have to respect this? Alright, 5-cost Momo would go pretty good right here. Or even like 2-drop Ezo, to be honest. Oh, you're respecting the Neko. Wow. Wow. You're only an 8-don, right? Call me crazy. I don't really want to hit them down to 1, if I'm being honest. This puts me to 12 to their 7, so it's still just like really easy for them to get out of. That's a fun little trick. Still at like good dawn amounts, but bringing them down to 0 is actually really big. Just means that if we end up finding Hody, we win. And they're down to 8 dawn. Yeah, they're never going to be playing this card against us. We lost 2 games, for sure. Oh, wow. We have 5 2Ks in hand. Probably fine. Hopefully fine. What do you mean, bruh? I forgore. You sure did. We might not even win. But that's so funny. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. We might still lose. No, okay. GG. Oh, I swear I hit the rematch button. Did I not hit the rematch button? I swear I hit the rematch button. I swear I did. I swear. I swear. All right, one more game and then we'll do some box or pack opening. I'm sorry I'm eating on stream. I usually don't like to, but I didn't really have a choice today. I might have forgotten that it was also the Final Fantasy pre-release stuff this weekend, and yeah, not good for that. Now we're gonna do OG Yamato testing. I did like a little bit with it, and unfortunately, like the Momo's like almost bad in that deck, and the reason is because Yamato always wants like a Dawn underneath it, and so it's actually hard for Momo to kind of get its real effects with it sometimes. But I could maybe try to. If anything, though, I think I'll probably try to do like more of a Fortress mode of Yamato. And we're playing against the deck. Yo. Is this the same person we just played? For the record, I swear I hit the rematch button. Sure. Alright, Sanji Puddin. Good, good. More search targets. Double Sanji Pudding. They won't help you. Not against the goat. He knows. And there's just 2 more bricks in the hand. Alright, got a 2K. I think that's good, right? You're doing OG May Linda with the subscription. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. I mean, they must be worried now. I can just play Hody next turn and maybe win the game. We can also lose because we have old bricks in hand. We saw all of our 5-rot Momos this game after seeing them like none times last game. You can also like electrical Luna this Hody, which is kind of upsetting. It's super greedy of us, but isn't Momo like always the right play? Maybe. Maybe I should have just done Momo last turn instead. We were at 7, right? So like, but we weren't at 2. If we were at 2 life, I'd probably would have done it. Oh, they're nervous. If only they knew if they went for game, they won. Can't play Sanji right now either. Maybe they were playing Nico Robin. Okay. Yeah, that's probably worth. I mean, if their hand's so bricky, right? Oh. You do have too many bricks in her hand. I was either playing this guy, because this would have been able to get us go for game, right? This makes our leader an 8k, and then we get to put 9 Dawn to make this 17k. I was worried about like them playing a blocker, which is why we did that. I can definitely see this guy being a little bit better in this build and bump it up a couple copies. Nami might just... I mean, Nami can win us the game still, but the fact that it's not a Wano card... Because, like, the other thing is we can just do this, but, like, this doesn't do anything, right? We could play this for 2. Use the effect to put Kiko Nojo there. I mean, and then also... Alright, this is less good, but... Oh, we don't even have the Dawn for that. We need to not use any Dawn. Alright, I guess we just go for game. 16 against double giant being bigger than that. Aha, they did have the Nico Robin. Alright, just go for it. Yeah. Double giant. Very good. They probably only need single giant, to be honest. Very good, sir. Yeah, because the difference would be 8, and then... Yeah. They had 4 giants. I was never winning that game. No deck's winning this game, because they had 4 giants. Every deck loses to that. Like, there's... If they see all giants, they win, right? Like, what's the holdout? Yeah. Like, I don't want to be that reductive, but... They can only play 1 more. That's true. Didn't matter. Did not matter. I'm switching 2-pack opening, but thank you. Like, I know that their numbers for game next turn would be like 7-7. No, it'd be like 4 7s, which means that like best case we weren't going to get out of it. And they had secret rare if we didn't pressure them, so that's pretty. I mean, they still had like an additional 2k on top of that too. Yeah, blue decks with pudding only win that situation. Agreed. Yeah, we can't tap. Likewise, we can't tap 4 Dawn. I was probably like too aggressive, but that's fine. All right. I do kind of, again, I think a lot of decks aren't respecting how good 8-drop Hody can be right now. No, not 8-drop Hody, 8-drop Kid. So I do want to make a Yamato build that kind of revolves around that. Hody Event Green Purple is going to be so nasty. I don't know if I've seen that one. As in like the, which one is that? Is it from, it's from 12, right? Or is it, are you saying like the 7? I'm trying to know which one. It's not purple, right? Alright, it must be from what, 11? You talking just this one? Do I like Demonic Aura? It can be played for sure. The issue with Demonic Aura is that like the card needs to be what, a cost of what, 3 or more? Can I tell for this? No. Straw Sword. Sure. There is a what is it? Isn't there a card that's like if you're at 0 life you get to draw one? What's this? This is a Land of Wano card too, which we probably should try to find use for. When your character's during his turn, then if your opponent has, that's probably worth being played too, especially if we're playing like a defensive build. I swear there's a card like, you know, like, oh, and if you're at 0 life, you get to like draw a card. Counter. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, you were talking about Demon Sword too. Yeah, this one, like having a character with a cost 3 or more is kind of a bit of a cost for this card. Green purple gets to get away with it because you can use your Merry-Go to turn your cards into it. Oh, it's this card. Yeah, up to one of your leaders gets during battle, and they use 0 life cards. And it's a Supernova, though. Okay. Which is searchable with the deck. The reason, though, is, like, I want to be able to have, like... I want to play 2-drop Kid Killer, and then I want to be able to have something to use off of it. That's what I want to be able to use with Room. But if there's just like a better Supernova searcher or like event, because there's 3 more characters. I mean, this already is a plus 3k. If you have 1 or less life cards, which is fair. This card's also Supernovas though, which maybe is just the better card, even though it can't like defend 8-drop kit. We don't have Supernovas. Actually, yeah, probably Elf and Gatling if we want to make that. I'll probably make that deck in a minute. But until then, let's quickly just open up some packs. Handy dandy trash bin. All right, we're gonna just start with Yamato and then just go down the way. There's no alternate leaders or anything as far as I know. But people have been telling me that the packs from these are pretty cracked. If I was a better content creator, I probably would have opened these up before starting stream, but I'm not. You guys know. You guys know the level of content creation you signed up for. So there it is. All right, I'm just gonna put all the packs aside. Normally, what I do is I like to probably just keep the brick. Really, we only need a couple cards from this one. Do you guys want me to open up these packs to see what's actually in them? They're always the same, right? There's no like alt art Dawn or anything, right? They're just the pack is where the actual potential is, right? I mean, if you guys want to see what a brick of 12 star decks look like. All right, Joshua, how you doing? Good to see you. I guess we'll go backwards through the order. So we'll go with the we love to see unprepared content slop. Good. I mean, you guys already know that, right? That's why you are here. That's why you're already here. You guys aren't learning anything new today. I will say I wanted to be more prepared, but I did not. I was like, oh, I'll just swing over to core TCG. I can get my packs and then just skedaddle, right? It's not even like, you know, anyone who wanted OP11 stuff already did last week, right? It's just starter decks. It's the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy pre-release, which is likely their largest collab since probably Magic or since Lord of the Rings, right? Is that off base? I'm not saying it's bigger than Lord of the Rings. I think Lord of the Rings is still their biggest collab, and especially with like the chase card, but like second most popular since then, right? If there's another one, let me know. If there's one I'm missing, but pretty much everyone that I've talked to is like, oh yeah, the Final Fantasy collab is gonna be money. It's the one I'm looking forward to. It's the one that I've been hearing so much buzz about. I think it's their best collab since Lord of the Rings, which Lord of the Rings is still the better collab, but it's tough when you make a 1-of-1 ring to rule them all. All right. Can't compete with that as easy. What do you guys think about these leader alt arts? I still like the big face for purple black Luffy, so I'll probably keep that one. Teach, I also kind of like it. Yamato, I'll probably use the new one. Buggy, I'll definitely use the new one. Shanks, I'll leave in the package. I'm just kidding. Bonnie, I'll probably use the leader alt art. Buggy one's way better? Yeah, for sure. Alright. Yep, alright. That's the purple ones. Then we have blue buggy ones. Yes. Yeah, I think the Luffy one's good. And it's funny because you guys probably saw they announced that second place, instead of getting an uncut sheet, is just getting a giant purple black Luffy card, which is interesting. I'm ready to see someone actively try to play with that card. But I think honestly, like, this one's good. None of them are bad. None of them are bad, which is good. But generally speaking, I really do like the hand drawn ones. Like, I really just like for example, the Nami. Love this art style. I just love the art style for these ones. And so this one definitely. I mean, Nami doesn't get an alt art or a star deck yet, but I'll probably just keep using that one. Buggy, I'll probably use this one. Purple Black Luffy's depending on how I'm feeling, but since I have the alt art one, I'll probably keep using that one. And then let me use Bonnie. I'll probably use that one. The flex would be insane. Yeah, they've done that for like Dragon Ball Masters before, and I remember someone using the card to the best of their ability, just like almost easier to turn the table instead of the actual card for representing attacking. All right. Sorry, let me get these pack filler starter decks out of here so we can get to the real money. The OP11 packs. But yeah, this is per usual. Bandai's like, well, it's time for your monthly payment. I'm like, okay, here you go. Let me just get every card that you ever print so I can play any deck that I want. And I still just play the same deck. But just in case. Just in case. Let's see. Is Final Fantasy selling better than Lord of the Rings? That'd be pretty amazing if true. I would assume Lord of the Rings is still the biggest collab that they had, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see, we get even more all-out leaders for... What ones are those for? Do they... Is it like the promo pack that has like those alternative 10 drops? I'm not really... They're on our deck builder, but I don't really actually know what and why those are for. All right. Here's the plastic. Yeah, LCS. Yeah, so like I go to Core pretty regularly, and to the point where I know the people who work there, and I obviously have done like contracted work with Core, and so I'm like, you know what? It's a Friday morning. I'll take my cute little corgi with me. It'll be fine. We'll just go in and get out. I was not expecting to have to wait in line at 10 a.m. to get stuff I had pretty much already pre-ordered at the best of my ability. So like, I'm just and he was fussy, so I just felt so bad. Like it looked like okay, also extra thing. I worked out this morning, so like the plan was work out, take the boy to like the dog park for a little bit, and then we go to core. Right, that was like my circle. And so I'm like, all right, I'll just pop in and out. I'm not planning on staying. And so here I am, this sweaty post workout guy with a fussy corgi in line with people. I felt so bad. I'm like, I did not expect this. This was just supposed to be like a covert operation in and out, and that did not happen. So if you happen to be in line next to me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was not my plan. Let's see. The pre-release promo buggy. I mean, those are so cool, right? But I'm happy that they were in the starter decks too. Are the new Bonnie cards worth getting the starter deck for? I think 2-drop Kid and Killer is unironically a really, really good card for Bonnie. It just means like you have like a safety in case you have to tap out for the turn. That your opponent. It's actually kind of difficult for some decks to interact with that 2-drop Kid and Killer. So that's the idea. All right. We've got 12 packs. We'll just open them and we'll see what we get. That one. All right. Toshigi, Ladine, Lola, Morgan, Vagabond Drill, Saldith, Glorbweb, Chiffon, Jet Culverine, Mondor, a Doll, and a Sanji. All right, super rare off the front. Just the Sanji, the super rare that I think I pulled out of like I opened 6 boxes. I think I got a Sanji in every box, but I'll take another one, I suppose. All right, next one. All right, Mocha, Little Sadie, or Sadie, Little Sadie, Neptunian, all these, Nico Robin, Ryuboshi, Blue Hole, Megalo, X Drake, Praline, a Linlin, and a Helmeppo. All right, two for 2 on the super rares. Again, these are Helmeppo is probably my second most common super that I pulled, but you know what? I guess we'll take them. In case Kobe's good, nice to have some extra copies of that. All right. Vanilla, Struzen, Papag, Saldeth, Blue Hole, Yonji, Fukabashi, You're Just Not My Type, X Drake, Monkey D. Luffy, Brook, and a secret rare Luffy. Oh my goodness. This is my 4th copy, and that is okay. We've actually been pretty cracked already with these packs. That's pretty nice. That is pretty good. All right, keep it going. Hannibal, Smoker, Fishman Island, Jaguar de Sol, Mermaid Combat Ultramarine, Boldry Neptunian, Ein, Praline, Daifuku, Neptunian, Lord of the Coast, and a Shirley. You know what? We'll take a rare. We need more rares. We haven't gotten a lot of rares. These packs are fired. Artress, what did you get? What did you get in your packs? Because you assumedly also just got one of each, right? Open one display, got Luffy, Secret Rare, and Pudding Searcher alt art. That Pudding Searcher is actually pretty good. That's not a terrible card. Ein, Luffy, very good. Cammy, Kuzan, and a Prince Groose. I don't think you ever play 4 copies of that Luffy, but it's nice to have, right? It's just nice to have. It's just nice to have. All right. Oh, this pack's being stubborn. That's a good sign. That is a very good sign. Let me just... They do just kind of crinkle them up there, yeah? Oh, really? Scissors? There we go. These are actually maybe more like shears, but... All right. Gotti, Adeline, Judge, Korobu, Yonji, Glorpweb, Fukaboshi, Gum Jet Culverin, Bogard, Neptunian, Reiju, and a beige. All right, another super rare. Love this. Love the hat. Thank you very much. So actually, I think I got this hat like a year ago. I get a lot of my drip from Anime Expo, which is at the end of this month, beginning of next month. It's also the first day of it's also the same day as the Dodgers game, which I am likely confirmed going to at this point. So, but yeah, there's just like a lot of like high quality, like official merch at Anime Expo. It's been good to pick those up. All right, Black Maria, Randolph, Top Knot, Lola, King Cobra, Ein, Fukaboshi, Excalibur, Mondor, Nami, Linlin, and a Shirahoshi. We've got 5 packs left. All right. Aldine, Tashigi, Shu, Ichi, Drill, Briscola, Ryuboshi, Bogard, Chopper, Ripper, Shirley, and a Hibari. We're getting a lot of super rares, but I'm going to be honest. They're definitely the super rares that... Actually, you know what? I might only have 3 copies of that card. That actually might be my 4th copy of it. Actually might be saved. I'll let you guys know. All right. Otohime, Bins, Hachan, Vito, Morgan, Glorpweb, Saldeth, Ein. After all these years, I'm losing my edge. Bogard, Reiju, and a Caribou. Still one of the better rares for this set if you're playing Teach. 3 packs left. I have my tickets, but I appreciate you asking. All right, Fishman Island, Black Maria, Papag, Gotti, Ichi, Blue Hole, Ishili, Korobu, Ancient Weapon, Poseidon, Tony Chopper, Groose, and Let's Crash This Wedding. Searcher for Straw Hat Crew, just anything, which is... You don't need to give Straw Hat Crew searchable in every color, but I guess we do. All right. We've got Struzen, Randolph, Shu, Bins, Nico Robin, Pedro, Ishili. When 2 men are fighting, the last thing I need is some half-hearted assistance. Megalo, Niji, Arlong, and a Shirley. And our last pack. This is from, I think, the first Yamato one that we got, but let's see. No Leader, Little Sadie, Papag, Top Knot, Fisher, Merman, Combat, Ultramarine, Korobu, Zephyr, Bolgi Neptunian, Decuplets, Spotted Neptunian, Gum Elephant Gatling, which we were talking about before, and a Kuzan. Over 12 packs, we ended up getting 1 secret rare and 4 SRs, so not too bad. Not too bad. I had low expectations going to these, but honestly, getting this Secret Rare Luffy, another copy of this is actually pretty nice. So clearly, this extra bulk here is going to be useful one day, but I think those are there. So that's what I opened, in case you guys are curious. And there's definitely, I think, some... that honestly felt like I was getting more than that. Like, half a box getting a Secret Rare and 4 SRs? Pretty okay. Bulk... generally I try to like donate it to people. Sometimes I just have to recycle it if I don't have like a better way to put it, but and sometimes I just use it for like proxies and stuff. Yeah, they come with the starters, yeah. So I got 12 star decks, so I got 12 extra packs. There we go. No Leader in 12 packs is crazy. Yeah. Well, we got 1. I think we got 1 Nami. 1 like actual leader. Like, all art leaders I wouldn't expect, but... Let's see. But yeah, the packs were kind of crinkly in there. All right. All right. Well, there we go. Let's play a couple more games of this build for it. I felt moderately good about it, despite we did get kind of bricked up at the end. I think we're like 1-1 with this build specifically. And I do want to try like maybe a little bit of like a Supernova build of it. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, I think honestly, I really like the 6-drop Momo. I think that card just puts a lot of power into Yamato. I think Yamato in general, one like 5-drop Momo is also really good too. Do I have a favorite build of Yamato? Not quite yet. Here, while we're waiting though. Let's try to build the Supernova package that I want. Also, cost 5, color green. There's not really anything really new. Yeah, Supernova for that one. I'm just looking at like rosy stuff. This Bonnie's really good off Rosie, right? 8-drop Rosinante. Obviously, we can't get like any of that stuff, but that's okay. All right, yeah, it's still searching. Okay. You try Paradise Waterfall event. It's true. So I'm thinking I really want to try like a Supernovas build. Like obviously like Law already kind of does that, but Yamato kind of works like a little bit different. Like we can play like this beige is still good for the deck. This Kid Killer's really good. I do kind of want to have like a 1 cost to help us like have something on board. Like this Room event could be really nice. Especially like if they try to attack an 8-drop Kid and then they use this, right? Then we can like get some other stuff. 1-drop Luffy also might be good too. Like we can have like a lot of search engine for the deck. This is a different green, yellow Luffy player. We're going first, which I don't love, but this card can be really good. Pass. They got 1 giant off the Searcher for giant, which feels good. Sure. Gatling. And then they're like, I've never seen this card in my life. Alright, we've been a little bit unlucky with like getting cards off of our life. We probably should have countered out of that one if I'm being honest. Interesting. I dropped my move really good. Of course, the one that we hit. I guess we should put Yamato there. Would have been a trigger. All right, we learned. We learned. Of course, though, right? The one. Brutal, I say. Oh, good. A second Sanji pudding has hit the board. I mean, they can giant and like something else to get out of it. All right. I mean, if they like 4-cost Zoro, they can interact with that anyways. Do I want the 2 Dawn here for a blocker, or do I want to try to pressure the Zoro with the Kiko Nojo? It's probably better. Gum Gum Elephant Gatling is probably a really solid card. Yeah, it's Supernova searchable too, so I agree. I think that card seems really good. Oh, okay, so they did have the Zoro anyways, which means that being able to get, like, this blocker Izo did nothing anyways. We have quite a few 2Ks in hand. If they have 6-drop Luffy, maybe they win. Otherwise, like, they have to be really aware of, like, what we can do as well. We're going to top deck Hody off of our deck too, so that's just going to help us win. Alright, they had 2 copies of it. Sure. Yeah, that just kind of reinforces that the thing we did was right. Yeah, but then we just can't. I mean, if we could play like Electrical Luna here, right? If we have the card, that card would be pretty solid too. I mean, what's our best number we can get to? All right, Hody, come on. You can do it. It doesn't really matter, right? But it's funny all the same. All the same. I mean... All right. All the same. We still lose, though. Like, they played around Hody, so, like... As long as they have cards in hand. There's no way. No way they're slow rolling us. Giant diff. Always. Always. Like, card's just dumb, right? Like, sure they respected Hody, but like, Sincerely, it's really is because that card exists. If that card didn't exist, they lost that turn, right? Like for sure. Like there's no way that they couldn't have won that turn because they have giant. Like even one giant was good enough, and they had two. Right? Like it's very clear to me the card's busted. But I also know like a lot of decks like just can't exist if they don't have a card like giant, right? Like they could play like instead like what is it? Like Blast Breath, which isn't searchable and like is worse, but like the card's still fine enough. Go for game with Ezo. Maybe. It doesn't like there's no chance though, right? That like giant just keeps winning them games. All right. Oh, they're only no luck. Fuck you. Yeah, I won't do that. Maybe we should have gotten. Nah, we're fine. Yeah, giant is too good of a card though. Like the card should just probably be at 1 if they don't want to ban it. Like it's just clear that the difference of just being able to run a card that lets you like not lose is kind of good. I mean that's stupid for us though, right? Can we all agree? Like if we had a card that said you don't lose this turn and you get another turn, we probably win a lot more games too, right? I don't think that's too wild to say. Kind of want to keep that around. Oh, what the heck? Radio knife, huh? Damn. Damn. Don't worry, they still have giant. They can't lose. That's fine. We can. Got one drop now. Yeah, sometimes the banish attack is just super good, right? Sometimes that just hits hard. Too smart for me. mean, right? Do we go for it, right? Is this the time to go for it? I don't know how we keep drawing Hody at like the right time. I'm just gonna say that if they could have gone out of that last attack, they would have. Whew. Be nasty. And they're the one giant, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot that the development version of this just says that you draw Hody on your 8 Dawn turn every time. I forgot I asked Batsu to add that in. Yeah, super close. Like, yeah, we won by 1K. But a lot of our losses have been also by like 1K, right? All right, what other Supernova card? I mean, we gotta have the fact that, like, I mean, this isn't like a perfect blocker, right? But the fact that we can use this in worst case they heal us the kid to play again next turn is really nice. I'll show off the list in a minute again. You only on your lobby? Yeah. Alright, we're going second this time. We do have Yamato. But that's like why I also like going second. Because we can find a 10-drop kid. I'd also want to try, like, specifically... oh, we're ready early with this. We have a 5-drop to be able to play off Hiyori. Oh, another 2K. Another Nami. I'm going to just use a 2K now, just in case we do have something in our life. Another Momo. It still kind of misses a bit of a final push, like, right? That's what Hody's for. But I really think, like, I have mildly high expectations for, like, a Supernova defend the 8-drop kid version of this deck. I think this card being out more often is good. No, to decide if they want to take this or not. Going down to 1 is scary. Oh, taking that. Interesting. Yeah, I think Yamato is good. I think there's going to be ways to play this deck in the format. We only have 2Ks in hand. Oh boy. Now we do. Girls played like 6-drop again. They got out of it. Every time. They're playing around Onami really well. All right. That felt pretty good. Rude. Very rude. Yeah, radio knife, crazy. Sure. Yeah, last couple turns were pretty smooth, yeah. I agree. You almost always take it. Zoro. Maybe this card's bad. I can admit it. Maybe the card's bad. Yeah, 6-cost Momo is, yeah, unironically really, really good. Next turn we can do like Momo. We have a lot of plays here. I think going wider on board is just going to be a better benefit for us. As much as I want to play this off that, I think we're fine without it. Oh boy. Alright, they've got no cards. But we also have no cards. Turbo aggro win with Holy. I mean, here's the thing. That we attacking 6Ks like that is the same as if we were attacking into leader, because they use the effect. So it is essentially the same. And it just means that their hand is just full of non-counters right now, which is pretty good for us. I do have Hody, the savior of our times. That's fine. I really only need one guy to survive. that's the case. Oh. GG. Sometimes we just win. I don't. Sometimes it happens. I'm not gonna say that was a good play. I mean, but we won. We won. I mean, okay. Let's say they had to use another Gum Gum Giant, right? They'd have to be at 5 Dawn next turn. 5 Dawn to do enough damage. They probably would have been fine. Because we had no counters left. But sometimes they brick. Especially when they're playing like 4 copies of Radio Knife, as mentioned. Is this card good? It's a Supernova card. Eh. Sometimes you just randomly win, yeah. Sometimes. Alright, well here's the list we've been playing today. This one felt pretty okay. The Ushimaru might be a bad card. But it's like the only other card in this deck that is like a 4 cost or a 5 cost that like sometimes it's just worth playing this card. Because you get to like for 1 extra Dawn, you know, play out a pretty substantial body. It can be Nekomamushi, Kikonojo, or Kinemon. If it could play Hiyori out, this card would be insane. I would say it's a mandatory of, because it only plays yellow Land of Wano cards. But there are also some like weird scenarios where it's just 4 or less, where you could play something like Tonoyasu, or like even like Izo or something. The fact that this just plays out a body that then you can like maybe like Momo back into your life is good. So that itself might be worth playing for the card. Can we join case rent from any part of the world? Yeah, you'll be responsible for any like imports and stuff though for it, and shipping. As long as like shipping's like under $20, we can work with it. But any additional like import fees and stuff have to be covered, which has been a bit of an issue recently with Canada. So that's something to note. That's something to note. All right. All right. Sorry, let's check some DMs and such. All right. All right, we're all caught up. But yeah, we do have a tournament this Tuesday. This Tuesday we have 26 tickets left. So over 100 players, which is great. I'm actually really happy. I want to host like a larger tournament. So Stardex legal, OP11 legal, and proxies for both are legal just because it's within the first week of the official launch. So I know a lot of people are trying to get some new cards and they might be like mailed or something. So usually we're pretty flexible with that for the first week, and then we'll go from there. So 5:30 p.m. PST, 8:30 p.m. EST, and should be a good time. So check it out if you haven't already. Hybrid Supernova Wano is going to be better than full Wano. Yeah, that's what I want to test for the rest of the stream. Yeah, I don't think I've really shipped anything to Turkey. If you can just if you want to look it up and you can see what prices are, it just also depends on what you win, which makes it difficult. But usually a box fits into like a USPS small flat rate box, which means that I can, unless you get first place, like shipping should be, I would assume under $30 for me, but you might have to, there might be some import fees. So it's up to you on that one. And if you have any other questions, you can let me know. All right. Let's try building this. One drop yellow Luffy is a good card. I don't know who needs to hear that, but he is. What else? What else we got? I do think like 6-drop Momo is probably needed. Also, let me reread this card. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters, and that character will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. Then, if your opponent has 2 or more rested characters, your leader gains plus 2,000 power until the end of your opponent's next. Like, that just seems okay, right? Like, why not, right? Why not just have this card that lets us, you know, be a 7k leader? Like, I'll put 2 copies in. Kid's probably, like, the better card for us, but that's fine. I do like 6-drop as well. I guess we'll need to be putting a couple of these elephant gatlings in, and then I do need some of the disappear. No, Hodie's been like one of our better cards, but we'll just play 3 of it for right now. What else do we got? What else do we need? We need Tashigi. We need Rosie. Rosie just costing 2 is really good for the deck too. We need... What else do we need? I don't know, sincerely, if we play the Momo. I know we play Izo for sure. I know we definitely play this. Especially because we can play this off our leader and off of Kid, and then we can get the Dawn for it, right? So that's pretty good. This card's just searchable, which is why we're testing it out. What else do we need? I thought the Dawn needed to be attached through a give ability to activate Momo's effect. No, it's strictly if 2 Dawns on something, you remove it. So like by itself, if you just have leader and Momo on the board, you can put 2 Dawn in your leader, unattach it with Momo's effect, and then you can reattach it with the leader effect. It's really good. It's really good. How many 2Ks we have? Only 4. Only 4. The Searcher. I really do like this card when we can just get the Dawn back whenever we need it to. You can also use Split given Dawn. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be 2 Dawn attached to the same thing, which is good too. You're an 8-drop Kid, yeah. That's, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I think he is. I think Momo's just like the best generic yellow rush card we have now. It's gonna be like Dragon is, the red 8-drop Dragon. It's essentially just as Dawn efficient. I don't think so. I think they're gonna be playing. I mean, like the on KO to add a card from your trash to your hand is okay, but I think just the filtering from Jack is just better. If I'm being honest, and like the fact that it has an increased cost just means it's difficult to get rid of. So I could like maybe see like Star Deck Luffy use the card, and just because like you can still make it an 8 cost, and then like you get, the card draw is actually kind of important because you can get Teach adds anything, right? So it can add itself. Yeah, you can just cycle it forever. So that's good. That's a good idea, right? That's solid. How many We're not actually playing even that many Supernovas, though. But Kid and Killer can find just any Supernova, so it can find Luffy. I feel like we kind of want to play 8-drop Katakuri, too. Gets back Rebecca. Rebecca can get it from trash, sure, right? So there's like some mild infinite combos. You obviously can't play at the same turn. So like there could be reason to play Teach. I'm not gonna. I guess I think I'll walk it back a little bit. I think that's fair. I'm not gonna play Rosie. I know that's insane, but we're not gonna play Rosie. I think Beige is about as good. Rosie's just not being able to be searched is rough. What else? I don't know if we need this card. And if your opponent has 2 or more. I mean, it doesn't help us defend Kid that much, but like the probably not. I'm gonna say no for that card. All right. What else do we need? Maybe we'll put Rosie back in. Because also like the idea of like 5-drop Momo doesn't make as much sense because we don't really care about healing as much. It's probably just using 6-drop Momo, right? Which means we probably still play Yamato. We need more of these. Hiyori can be good as like a 2K. Is there any other like Lando? I guess like Izo's may be better, right? Not that Izo, this Izo. I mean, 5-drop Momo's still fine. Like on the turns leading up, if they're being too aggressive towards us, right? He's probably still worth it, right? We just need like more cheap Wano cards, but Kiku and Hiyori, I don't think they work as well, if I'm being honest. I guess I do kind of want to play like the green searcher 2K for like the Otama, right? But you don't really have anything to put into life, which is the issue. Like 1-drop Otama to find Hiyori on like the next turn to play Momo to put Otama back to the top of our life. That seems like a good cycle, right? Like that helps us out a lot. I'm just curious if it's good enough. Also, Doji's probably not good. I mean, we're playing like Control, right? But like not, they'll still be at like low enough that it just won't be a thing. Any Supernova stuff, 2Ks that we really care about. No, our leader doesn't have Supernova type. Beige just cycles one. We can also play like this kid, right? That 8-drop kid actually is kind of good. Maybe we'll play that one. Drake's only good if your leader is Supernova. What does this Luby do though? Yeah. Really, any like 2-cost Supernova is pretty good. Because we can play it and then we can use its effect. How many Hodies are we playing? 3? I guess just the 1-drop of Poo. A lot of people are playing... Honestly, probably just this one. What's our other 2K that we're using? It's just Tashigi, yeah. We can do like a 3-3 split. Yeah. We take one of these and put one more. Put Poo in. 2-cost trigger beige that stops an opponent. That's a 3-cost, and it's not a Supernova. Just thinking if there's any other events that are kind of worth it. I mean, there's also I kind of want to play this card if I'm being honest. The Nakamura arrow. Like, Elephant Gatling is fine. I'm going to try out 2 of these. Because this is searchable as well. Maybe we take out... do 3 and 3, and then we'll play the Nakamura arrow. Maybe even just 2 copies of it. The fact that like this card can be used at Sky Island. Yeah, if you have 2 less life in your area, which is going to be pretty easy for us. When your opponent's characters or leaders minus 3k for the turn, which means it stops them from attacking more than once. And sometimes the trigger comes up where you just discard 2 to heal 1. So I think that's kind of fair. In a deck that's already searching for Land of Wano stuff. Obviously this card is more flexible, but it doesn't help us defend 8-drop Kid. This card does, which is nice. Now plus 3k that we can search off the thing, the Yamato is probably worth. Honestly, yeah, we need this 5-drop Momo. Just like Yamato Momo, healing for technically 6 Dawn and like not losing any card advantage is kind of cracked. It's not an event, that's why. Yeah. Let's try this out. And we have this 2-drop beige, which is like rosy, but in archetype. A little bit worse, but still good. Yeah. This build's experimental, but we'll see. Alright, OP11, Kid, Yamato. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. It's 2 costs or higher. That's right. Good call. Good call. Yeah. Uh-oh, Battle of the Yellows and Greens. We're going first. Sure. I still think the card is good, but you are right. It's not as good as I said like 2 seconds ago. What do they do if I just make their life 2? Unironically. Real question. Like, we could have played this for 2 and then... Oh, I see. You just play a blocker that I can rest. Okay. Very good. This deck wants to go second, I think. I think we do just play this out. Alright, that's fine. They can probably start doing their bouncy things, but not as worried about that. I really also don't mind playing like Cody Jones out next turn. Sure. All right. Yeah, I really don't actually. Just to get a card out of their hand. And then this will likely clear it. Oh, okay. That's always so fun. Maybe we just get to play drop kid and just defend against it for the rest of the game. So what does this deck do that prevents us from doing that? Sure. Screw it. Yeah, we'll go down to 0. We just started using the stall version of this, so... Oh, they also have the boy. Interesting. I think the best play is to do this. It's only 2 Dawn? What? I thought it was way more. That's silly. Right, and just in case they play Hody. Sincerely, this build looks like it has like a lot of ways to be good. Another one. Boo. I think this is the way. think we just win. Yeah. Oh, disconnected. Crazy. Maybe they did their math wrong. They could play that out, and then they could bounce this back and play out this. They'd have 1 life, 1 blocker. Oh, but then they wouldn't have... This only attaches it to leaders, yeah. So they needed to attach this here, which they didn't do. Which is understandable, but... Yeah, alright. It's a dev build. Check out the Discord. It's linked in the description. Or yeah, just description on the YouTube side. Yeah, this not being able to find the arrow is like a little bit bad. Honestly, Izo felt like pretty good as like a way to like do something and put it back into our life, but obviously like 2-drop Izo can still do that too. Because I think, like, if we just make it so, like, we only are pressuring life with, like, banish attacks off the 2-drop Izo, the deck feels pretty good, too. I think, in general, this is the best time for this deck to be considered, like, a Fortress deck. Gatling probably needs to be at 3 copies. Maybe we go down to 3 copies of this Momo. Zenzu, thank you very much for the subscription. Do appreciate it. I don't know if we need 1-drop Luffy anymore. Honestly, that might just be overkill for searchers. But, like, having 6 things to do turn 1 is good. I mean, Yamato can kind of always needs, like, something to put 2 Dawn under, so, like, that being Luffy sometimes is fine. We're probably okay with just having the 2. Maybe we only need, like, 3 copies of this card. Hody felt better on curve more times than not. So maybe, like, 4 Hodys, 2 Momos, and then... I mean, I guess it depends on the matchup, right? But... And maybe, like, 1 more Gatling. Maybe something like that. Maybe we'll have your next build. Against Mr. Teach, we will go second. I will keep this hand in GLHF. They get to turn off 8-drop Kid, which is kind of obnoxious, but I'm just going to pretend that they don't do that. This is definitely a matchup where, like, both of our rush cards are very good, though. All right. Drop Izo. All right. We know 1 card in their hand's a non-counter. Oh, really? Maybe Pooh's really good. Maybe honestly though, like a lot of decks are going to be playing like these little tiny blockers to try to mess with us. So like a Pooh actually gets like a bunch of value. And we can like pressure Lafayette after this. If they don't play a blocker, then we just play Ezo. I mean, they can just like discard a card from their hand, right? That is the best card for us to draw. No way they go down to 0, yeah? Another one. Go to 9 down next turn. How afraid am I about losing? Probably enough to... Yeah. Got stronger. Okay, they can stronger dock Q to get rid of beige, which is kind of good. Have to be really careful that I don't just like lose to... I mean, we can just like win with Yamato effect next turn though, right? If they're not like careful. Sure. Card does nothing. blocker. Cool. Oh, you need a 10 drop. Alright, cool. I kind of assume Yamato has a good matchup in the Teach already, though, right? That's not too wild. Double attack goes really hard, and they have to discard every turn anyways. Like, they have to play blockers. We got kind of lucky with, like, the Caribou play because they didn't discard a card from their hand, but, like, the fact that their hand size is so small anyways means they have to, like, really respect our cards. And otherwise, like, playing Hody without any actual cost, if they turn off its effects, is still really good. Yeah, because if they're at 5, best they can do is like 13. We went to 12, so unless every card in their hand was a 2K, which, you know what? Pretty close. Pretty close to being the case. But yeah, also, like, instead of playing the Supernova card, though, we could have definitely played out the 1-drop Rester. The Supernova card. That card is cracked. That card is very good. I think we're playing 3 copies of it, right? Yeah, that's probably the number. Yeah, 3/3. This card could maybe be down to 2 copies, but the fact that it gives it for the turn is kind of nice. If a lot of decks are playing, like, specifically like the purple Luffy that attacks twice, the fact that it's this effect is not too bad. I would probably like a 3/3 split between Momo and Hody Jones, something like that, because these cards can definitely be stuck in our hand, but they're not that bad. Different Teach player. We'll still go second though. It's 2 Dawn though. That's crazy. We kind of need this card. I kind of like playing Kid and Killer, if I'm being really honest. We got Doc Q. We got another one. Caribou. That's pretty clean. That's additionally clean. I did use black hole, okay. another one. I finally found full red. Alright, this deck is good against Teach, which is not surprising to me. Actually, is that guy still there? No, I would have played against it. I don't really know what that deck can really do against a consistent, like, 8-drop kid. You know what I mean? I think the only thing that I would say that I'm missing from this deck is like maybe 8-drop Katakuri. If Raigo was in the game, we definitely play it. All right, ooh, I'll try against. We haven't played Buggy all day, which is kind of crazy. Sure. Our only card that we can find is the Momo, which is still a pretty good card. I haven't seen Tashigi all game. I think having Momo as a consistent attacker next turn is good. Whoops. I need to start finding my 8-drop kid, if possible. Especially because, like, 8-drop kid with Tashigi just means I can't do anything. Interesting. What can this find that would be helpful for us? Not a lot, right? Like, we already have, like, a lot of good stuff. I think playing out Ezo for 2. Really? Oh, that rests that. That makes... Why did I think this was a blocker? What is wrong with me? I'm like, that's a blocker. It's not a blocker. I do like we have 4 2Ks in hand. That's kind of nice. A cards? Sure. Okay. He's always here. You texted me, Yomi. Oh, no. Well, they did have the peel off. GG. Yeah, that's tough. Why did Yomi text me? You're going to grab a snack. Okay. Sure. Let's see. What should we have for dinner? What sounds? I'm fielding out questions. What's dinner look like for today? What version? Yeah, you can get the dev, but it's public enough. You don't have to do anything special besides just give yourself a role. Like, it's not like locked behind any like a manual approval stuff. For Yamato started, what cards do I think? It's not part of his Patreon. Maybe it is. I thought it was just on his Discord. Maybe I am a patron for him. Maybe. Prime Pizza. I had pizza Wednesday, but I appreciate the idea. Snacking Momos, yeah, it's a pretty good, like, just being able to be a 7K leader just for existing is good. I kind of wish Momo was both turns, but I get why it's not. It also means that, like, if we play, like, the yellow Yamato leader, it'd be good, but... Korean fried chicken? I'm kind of down. So I had stir fry for lunch today. I had pizza for dinner, and then I had leftovers of that for lunch yesterday. And then I had sushi for dinner yesterday as well. So probably something rice-based is out. Korean fried chicken's not out of it. But yeah, we'll probably stream probably another like 3 or 4 games, like 30 minutes. But yeah, I have been liking this the fortress build a little bit more. I think there's just some cool interactions that we get with this leader because of that. The fact that we can play Hody on 7 and not feel like extremely bad about it is really nice. Like Hody is just like hard removal against most decks, which is really cool. Which is pretty neat. How's the purple kata? I don't think you need the... Bon Clay is not a must. You can play it without it for sure. Chinese chicken salad from California Chicken Cafe. That sounds too specific. That sounds like you're going to try to find me. I recommended this. Where is he? You know what I'm saying? Sounds just a little bit too specific. We'll just play this guy out. I do wish that was a one-drop Yamato or like a Luffy or even a Kid Killer, obviously super good too. That's fine. I'm kind of excited about this deck though. I think it can be really good. You got a blocker. Well, in that case. Alright, we did it. It's just like the artist that I use. So, it's Zachary Wilson. I don't know. Okay, something's wrong with Spotify, where like it rotates through it, but like not in the right way. So I'm probably gonna. Alright, they're at 1 life. They have 9 cards in hand, but they're at 1 life. Fishman Yamato. I've thought about it for Hody and stuff. I forgot what the super rare Jinbei does. If I remember right, that card's not like super good. Maybe it's good enough. Who's on into Burgess? Okay. Alright. Give me the Hody. Okay, that's essentially as good. I mean, we can do that next turn. And we're not going to attack with it, though. I mean, we could attach 2 Dawn to it, I guess. But I'd rather have something that they have a hard time interacting with. This is definitely... Not seeing Hody or Momo feels bad. But I think we still have a good shot. I mean, if they drop like 10 drop, right? It feels bad too. Momo's good. It's only 5 or less, right? They take this just in case. Really? Sure. You can still attack next turn. Do they have another Burgess? That's dirty. That's pretty good. Oh no. Oh no. The double black hole's nasty. Yeah. GG. Not seeing... I mean, we did find Momo eventually, right? Them getting into the wolf was good. I think they played it really well. They played it really well. Oh, you text me again? Yeah, do that. That's fine. I'm fine with that, Yomi. I'll text you. All right. We'll do one more game. One more game for the day. A little bit shorter today, but another teach player, which is good. We're going second. Hand is almost good. Hidden Killer's nice. Gatling is pretty good too. Likewise. That stinks. Sometimes it works out. Otherwise, we just use Momo here. They can probably get the removal on this. But we still have like Hody in business next turn. If they... Yeah, Odie's kind of nice, ain't he? Womp. There's a lot of people who say that. I don't know when I start believing that. They did use black hole. Well, still 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts? There you go. Sorry, I know I'm being less than helpful, Yomi. All right, last game, and then I'll pick you up. Yeah. All right. Let's please still be there. I'm curious to try against purple black Luffy. Yes. Next, whatever my stream is next week, either Monday or Tuesday, the first one, fusion of One Piece, we have a tournament Tuesday, so maybe Monday, and then we take a day off, and then Tuesday. So yeah, Monday or Tuesday, we'll try that. We try to Wano bit at the beginning of the day. We weren't as big of a fan. I like this build. This build's been fun. This build's been really nice to me. I have greatly appreciated it. All right, I think this broke. 3-cost kid, huh? Yeah, imagine. Good card. Yeah, VOD's free to watch. I think the Wano build's still good. It's still like sometimes just like missing something, I find. Like you just don't get to finish off the game. But this build feels really, really good. And I think the only thing people play... Oh, okay, a real game. Oh my. Against this deck, I think we strictly want to go first. Sure. Sure. I do love Supernovas. That's true. Oh, they geared to get out of it. That's crazy. Well, they definitely won't appreciate this Ezo next turn then. Oh, they got blocker? Oh man, they have all of this stuff. I mean, I think we still do this. think I have to play Hody next because otherwise they can just hit me with Lin Lin with this Momo. Usohachi. Usohachi. Interesting. But why? I think we can block with this if they try to pressure us too much. Yeah, that's why I like Hody out early, though. Because they have to just kind of respect the card. Sure. A 4-life leader. Wild. Oh, it was the last one? No way. And then if they try to get rid of it, we can just play it again next turn. That's kind of nice. Sure. Not loving that, but we're still okay. This card is actually kind of good for us. In theory. They're at Tendon. What's that card? I've never seen that card before. Oh, we should have started with this. We're just dumb. We're dumb. That would have been great. We're just dumb. Whoops. Never see it coming. Oh, okay, never mind. We still win. No! Yes. The plus 4,000 draw one if you're at 0 life card might be secretly good. Because that card's searchable off of everything, right? I'll do one rematch. Sorry, Yomi's not watching it now, right? Right, Yomi, she's still. Other Luffy. All right, we're going first. Not with this hand, even though like this card kind of gets us there, right? These two are really nice. We'll find it anyways. We're fine. Yeah. GLHF. Maybe I try to get out of this. Oh, Black Spiral? Black Spiral. All right. Nullify the effects of one of your opponent's leaders or characters and give them minus 4,000 power during this turn. Interesting. Interesting card. Nice. Giant and 6-drop. That's pretty good. Oh, we forgot to put Ezo blocker. That's fine. We weren't going to block with it this turn anyways, right, chat? Right? Crying. Ooh, blocker chopper. see, Hazy Plays with the follow and the subscription. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a fantastic... What day of the week is it? Friday? Friday. Friday. Friday, Friday, Friday. I'm really liking this build. This build's been very good. That's less good, though. That I don't love. This part I could take or leave. You got it. Never not see it. Am I right? You guys ready for the super fun play? Actually, you don't really have any ways to remove, right? Yeah, I think I need the arrow up. I guess I should have started with this attack, because they would have to get out of it. Another kid. We're so bad. We just, I mean, they did it anyways. Why our sequencing is awful. Oh, we meant to do this beige too. Yeah, we picked the wrong. Spoilers. I don't think I'm worried. I meant to, yeah. That does not block right now. Yeah, this is a better turn to do the other thing. Oh well. Yeah, this event is pretty nasty. All right, I think we're pretty good. Saturday for you? Well, happy Saturday then. Happy Saturday. I'd probably do like 3 Luffys and 3 of this card. No. Not my beige. You still need to answer my Ezo. What's our worst matchup with this deck? Anything probably red? No blocker. Yeah, just... This can rest anything they try to... Yeah. I mean, just in case, right? Yeah. So probably loses to Lucci, right? I mean, but we have like protection, right? And that's assuming Lucci's in the meta. Got him. There's always another Hody. This is definitely not like the standard. At least, maybe not standard is the right word. This is not the build that I've been playing of this deck. But nullify the effects of any opponent's leaders or character's turn. GG's. Yeah, this build felt pretty good. This build I was pretty happy about. Alright. Alright. We're done with this. This is the build I probably recommend to people. We can definitely change the ratios of a couple cards here and there, but generally I think this is good. I'd probably do like 3 Kid Killer and 3 1-drop Luffy. Both are good, just 1-drop Luffy being like a little bit cheaper is good. Like the Kid Killer, like the 1 Dawn Open happens every once in a while. It just means, again, like with Gum Gum, Elephant Gatling, or Naka Niribura Arrow, there has to be like a better card for us though, right? Because there's also like the Room card. I just don't think there's anything that's like worth restanding in the situations, right? Like, I think the only other card like I would consider is no Searcher Yamato. Yep, it's right here. It can't find it though. It costs too much. Okay, yeah, that's not as good either. That one's kind of neat, but not as good. Add 1 card from top of your left hand. Oh, that's a main. Heavenly Fire. Oh, I know what we want. I mean, it's still kind of like the same thing, right? It's the Flame Split? Flame Slice? Flame Splice is probably whatever it's called. Where is it? This card's still really good, though. Still like it. That's just Straw Hat type. But yeah, the Blaze... I can never... Blaze Slice. It's, so because you can make Kid like a 9k for the turn, and then also... and we can use this like defensively to rest something, right? I do want to try out... KOing is not really the issue. That's just the main. Though not like a terrible main, right? Trash 1 card. Oh, 7 or less is just so close to being good. Then you may add 1 card from top to bottom. Okay. That doesn't do anything for us. That doesn't do anything. This one I kind of want to play, right? It's weird that it's only if we have 0 life, but that happens quite a bit with this deck. So, and being able to have 2 Dawn Opens, not too bad. I haven't really looked at OP12, to be honest. We just don't really have enough room. This card's, like, fine, right? Like, it's never, like, dead in hand. The fact that we can search it, and then if you have 1 or less life cards, which 1 or less is way more flexible for us. Something gets plus 3,000, and then you get one of your characters as active, which I think is fine. Like, this card can definitely just bail you out of some situations, though. It's just too bad that this Yamato can't find it. Because otherwise, I'd be down. Paradise Waterfall doesn't really do anything for us. Draw Sword doesn't. Repel, like, the Dawn Back doesn't really do anything. Mochi doesn't really do anything either. If there's, like, more green, like, Wano cards for, like, Automata to be useful, that'd be nice. IDK. But yeah, end of the day, I mean, this is also Supernovas, right? You could probably put like a copy or 2 of that in the deck, but I don't really feel like we're running out of removal stuff. So I end up I think this build's fine. Rygo? I know. I wish I could. I think we put like enough aggression down, and like Hody can still win the matchup enough that you're probably fine. And also like Elephant Gatling and stuff too. It really just depends on how many blockers they have, but like 6-drop Momo's really good. We can play Hody out really early. Yeah, I could probably see Rob Lucci being a tougher matchup for us though. But like 2-drop Izo, if they're caught unaware, is very good. It just kind of depends on what like their early plays are. Because I mean, like, so like using Hody to like mess with like stuff like Kuzan and stuff is really nice too. And then it's just hard to remove. I actually don't mind playing Hody on curve in most situations, so we could definitely bump him back up to 4 copies. Because we don't really mind about going down to 0 life, because as long, like, what decks are we actually afraid of to playing the 8-drop kid in? Like, in this tier list that we made. And by we, I mean me. Me doing a lot of heavy lifting. The only deck, like, we're, like, kind of afraid of is, like, blue-purple Luffy. And, like, Nami. Because they have blue cards. Purple decks can play Gamma Knife if they want to start, like, hard countering the deck. So that we have to be kind of careful for. I just don't think purple-black Luffy's playing that. I don't think... Like, green-purple Luffy's probably playing... It looks like more Radio Knife, right? What else? What else we got? Gamma Knife's pretty nasty, not gonna lie. Everything else, I mean, like, we can protect it from being bounced, and or we're aggressive enough that we really don't care that much. So, yeah, per usual, purple has options if they start, if this deck becomes, like, too much of a menace, or if they want to, like, really get after 8-drop kid. Blue-purple is, like, the one that you have to really be worried about, because they can always, like, top 5 search for it. They can't grab it with leader effect, but they can put it as their next draw and draw it for turn. Betty usually doesn't have like cost minusing outside of just like 2-drop, like their 2K. So like we can still kind of play a game of defend 8-drop kid, and then what else? I don't know. Reiju just got so much support, and I didn't really see it do well in Japan. That's my issue. But I obviously, like, it's a new meta. If you think that you can do well in the meta, I think that's great. I think you can, like, weirdly keep, like, some decks, like, in check because you can, like, other purple decks because you can have less Dawn and mess them up. Defend the 8-drop kid's your favorite game. Not. Yeah, I know. I feel like Nami in a good law easily beat. Yeah. I haven't played as much Law, and I was like mildly thinking about seeing if we found it today, but honestly Yamato has been such a complex deck to play that I never really found the time to do so. Yeah, I think the deck's great. The fact that, I mean, I think we are one of the better decks to play 8-drop Hody, which is great. Hody, I think, is like really good for finishing games against most decks that exist right now. I think blue and purple is like a bit of an issue because if they play their 6-drop, then like a 7k leader is actually really difficult for us to interact with. But if we're like an 8k like kid and they can't interact with that card, then go from there. No, I haven't really seen like that much Nico Robin, but it's just like a purple straw hat. I think the deck is really good. It's just overshadowed by other decks that meet those criteria. So I'll put this list. I think the Wano build was just okay. I wasn't as happy with this build. Here it is if you guys want it. I think I like the Fortress build more personally. I felt like that one was better in the testing we were able to do, which is what it is. But obviously, like not super wide testing either. So next week we'll probably start the week with Buggy. I know that's the one, the next deck that I think a lot of people have been wanting to test with. I still need to have like a green like Bonnie Knight with having like especially like with Carrot or like green yellow law. So maybe like a Supernova day. We'll try that maybe. But again, there's a lot of testing and a lot of like stuff I want to test out. So yeah, I mean I have one of those on my website. I actually have two. You should check out Jonas's list. Jonas's list is probably better than mine. So there it is. It's on the team deck list page. You don't use 4-drop pudding in any deck. I think pudding you have to play because it sometimes just says you win the game. Like sometimes it's just a 1k, which is not even terrible. Sometimes it just says you win, right? The fact that you you're kind of flexible in your spots. You don't even have to play 4 copies of it, but like against blue, purple, Luffy, just being, able to say, I don't think you're going to redraw your Gum Gum Giants, play it for 4. That can win you just so many dang games. I think it's a little bit, I think you got to do it. Anything else? Anything else before we're done for the day? I'm going to say no. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll be doing some more next week. We're going to be done for the day. I do kind of have to go, so I'm just going to hit the end stream button. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week with some more. If you guys want some Fusion World, I'm sorry. I think that the OP11 stuff took priority today. We'll do some Fusion World next week. I want to do an event soon, too. We have the new Star decks coming out also, and it should be a good time. So have a good weekend. I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your polls. Good luck at your pre-release events if you're going to those. And yeah, see you next week. Bye-bye.